Welcome back to E-Erotic the brand. Hi, it's Eden Lee Middleman, your favorite dating and sex coach here. Today we're going to be talking about the best positions if you are on the smaller side. Okay, my man? I'm going to give you some positions that I think work best, allowing you to go deeper than you probably would be able to in other positions. Play to your strengths, okay? There are other ways to supplement stimulation for your partner that just require a little bit more thought and creativity. There are going to be natural challenges with people that are on the smaller side and on the bigger side. So it's not really like who's better than the other or whatever. If you're insecure about that, you have to look inward, reflect inward, because it does show in your performance when it comes to the bedroom, and your partner will sense this. If you go in there just owning what you've got and coming equipped with some knowledge and being prepared, then you'll be fine. If you're smaller than average or kind of leaning towards that side, you do want to utilize these positions that will help increase the impact, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to be careful with what I say on YouTube nowadays because I feel like YouTube's been on me a little bit, so we're going to take it a little bit easier than I'd like. Please forgive me if you came here for the graphic details. It's just, it can't happen. It can't happen. I've been warned. So before I get into these 5 positions that I recommend you use, I want you to remember that you should be stimulating her clit wherever and whenever you can. These positions, most of them allow you to have easy access to the clit. So you're going to win regardless. Oral sex is a great way of also elevating pleasure and stimulation for your partner. There are plenty of toys out there as well that can help and can spice things up if you are interested. However, I'm not a big fan on like pushing toys and things like that because I feel like if you can't do the old-fashioned sex right, then don't dabble in the toys just yet, because it can become unhealthy and can distract you from bigger issues down the line. Okay, so here we go. Number 1 is doggy style, but not conventional doggy style. I have seen a lot of articles going around, people suggesting that doggy style is great for smaller positions. No, it's not. It's not. How is it? Okay, you've got a booty, right? No matter how big or small, there's still some distance that you're increasing from the vagina and your pee-pee, right? Like you're creating more distance. The goal here is to find the least amount of distance, ways that you can prop your hips forward so that you can go deeper, so that there is more sensation for both you and your partner. It's just about propping your hips forward and making sure the vagina is easily accessible, okay? So I always think about the distance. You don't want to increase the distance. Booty can get in the way of, you entering fully, right? And so we're already having difficulties with the length is what I'm assuming here. So we don't want more distance added. So doggy style, conventional doggy style is not the way to go. However, if you do doggy style but use butt tape, and I know this might turn a lot of you guys off, but if you're a little bit more kinky or want to play around with some stuff, there is booty tape. I've recommended it before and I'll link it down below. It's great for deeper penetration for those that want it, regardless if you're small, average, or bigger. I mean, that might be intense, but nonetheless, to each their own. It's also great for anal sex, right? To spread the cheeks apart so you're not always having to hold the cheeks or having your partner hold the cheeks open. If you're going to do doggy style, you want to incorporate booty tape. That is like a must, and that will ensure deeper penetration. I'm speaking from experience. It has worked, and you definitely feel a big difference. As a woman, I used it as just like a fun way of elevating stuff in the bedroom and for deeper penetration, and not so much because my partner was smaller, but I do think that it can work very well for those that are on the smaller side. So booty tape, just have it in your nightstand and try and get a little kinky and be like, do you want to try this tonight? You can just be cool and easy about it. And it doesn't have to be about your penis size all the time. But yes, it can help. So you're welcome. Doggy style, but only with the cheeks fully spread. This is also going to be another trick. I want you to be mindful of your pillow. Okay, change the pillowcase though after this. You dirty kids, okay? Like, I don't know why I have to remind you to like change your pillowcases, but we're going to use the pillow as a prop that's going to prop things up and out. Next position I'm going to recommend is cowgirl, but with a pillow or a thicker blanket kind of bunched up under your butt as the man. This will push you forward, giving the illusion of a bigger penis and also making it easier for your partner to get on top and go to town, okay? Depending on how small we're talking, this might be successful, this might not be. I'm going to preface this and say this isn't a micro penis video. If it's like to the point where it can't, there's no position that works, then I'm sorry, my positions are not magical. Like, they're not going to work if it's micro penis level small. That's it. Like, that's just the truth. There are other solutions for that and toys that you can use on your partner to penetrate them, but sometimes that's just not going to happen. I find the under the butt pillow trick to be great for deeper penetration. If you are on the average side or a little bit on the smaller side, but you don't have problems with cowgirl, put a pillow under your butt or under her butt in other positions, and you're going to notice that it's going to kind of push their pelvic area outward, making things easily accessible and ensuring deeper penetration. That's going to feel definitely more intense than the usual position. You're standing up and your partner is lying down on some sort of surface that is going to be at the height of your penis, okay? So you're able to penetrate them easily. That could be your partner lying on the bed with the legs kind of about to fall off the bed, and then you can lift them up over your shoulders, sort of missionary style, but standing, you being the only one standing. You can control how deep you go. You have more thrusting motion, right? You have more movement in that area. You can use your partner's legs to spread them more open to penetrate deeper. You can use one leg, put one down, angle it. I mean, this helps also explore your partner's body and figure out where their G-spot might be, what feels the best for your partner. I've heard a lot of girls speak on just moving the leg positions and twisting your hips as the man and figuring out how to enter in what way, in what motion, have made a lot of girls actually experience the best orgasm of their life. And so I think this position could be golden for those that might be on the smaller side. You do have easy access. You do have a lot of leeway here in terms of movement, and you can push those hips forward. I'm going to say another thing. If you're on the smaller side and maybe you're very sensitive down there, whatever the case may be, I've experienced this personally. There's like a jolt reaction sometimes for a lot of guys, and they kind of tend to like push their genital area inward, right? And kind of like create this dome. Don't push it outwards. Like be proud, like pull, like push out your pelvic area. Keep that out. It does help a lot. You won't believe, with oral sex, with sex in general, with certain positions. Sometimes like the problem isn't the girl, and sometimes it's just the way you're positioning your body. And I know it's, for most men, it's very foreign for them to move their bodies in certain ways, but get used to it. Like, get used to it. Learn about it. Practice it, right? Be comfortable with your body. That'll help you succeed in the bedroom and in the confidence department. Now, another trick is we can incorporate a pillow under her butt in this standing missionary position. You're standing, she's lying, put a pillow under her butt to prop it up even higher, push her pelvic forward a little bit, hold onto her hips, and you do your thing, my man. I believe people call this the spork. You can search it up on your own time and see how it looks. But basically, it's your partner's leg over your shoulder area so that you can penetrate them easier. I think that this is best lying down, sort of like spooning position, but face-to-face spooning, leg up over shoulder, or as high as you can go really with your partner, and penetrating them from that angle, because again, there is nothing obstructing your entry. You understand? You're not creating more distance. Sometimes your favorite positions, all it requires is a bit of adjustment on the legs. Where are the legs? Are they being tightly closed? Is that creating like difficulty entering? Do we need to spread them out to the side, up, down, whatever? And it doesn't really require someone to be super flexible. Like, we're not trying to have her leg go all the way up to her head, okay? Like, make sure your partner is comfortable. But just doing those little tweaks plus a pillow can make all the difference. This last position is all about hoisting. I love that word. It's like a little weird word to say, but you're hoisting your partner's hips and butt upward to meet your dick, okay? So how we're doing this is we're face to face. You're sitting up on the bed, okay? Your legs are kind of out, depending on how comfortable you feel, or they can be slightly bent. You have your partner kind of sit on top of you, lying on their back, and you're going to come up and close, okay? Hoisting their hips and guiding them, and you're going to be thrusting using your hips. Does that make sense? Okay? This is you're sitting, your legs are here, your partner is actually lying down, her legs are here, you're hoisting those legs over your shoulders, okay? But you're holding the hips and you're thrusting. That's the only diagram I can show without getting banned on here. It's all about pelvic area, hips out, yours and hers. Pillow can help with certain positions if your hands are unable to do so. Use other ways of stimulation. Almost all these positions allow you to stimulate her clit while you're penetrating, which will obviously create a bigger impact in terms of her satisfaction and pleasure than one or the other. So keep that in mind, regardless of how big or small or average or whatever. These positions will allow for deeper penetration in general. You can use the tips or sort of those positions as guidelines and then get creative with your partner depending on both of your comfort levels and have fun. If there are any other positions that you find work best for you or for the smaller community, let them know in the comments below. I think it'd be nice to share more ideas for people who are trying to find positions that are comfortable, that are pleasurable for both them and their partner. I'm going to leave the link to the video of her erogenous zones. I think it's good for everybody to know, no matter what size, because there's so many other ways that can arouse a woman and man, but we're focusing on the woman's body here. So I'll leave that link down below, different parts of the body that you can stimulate while doing these positions. That doesn't have to be just clit stimulation, because some women are more sensitive down there than others. That's why it's very important to know your partner. That is why it's important to communicate so that you're comfortable. And the more you know, the more confident you can be in the things that you do in the bedroom. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're listening to this on the podcast, guys, you know what to do. Rate it 5 large and in charge stars. It means the world to me, and it helps this podcast out so very much. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe and follow the podcast, and I will see you guys back here very soon. Side note, for those that don't know, I'm announcing this on this video. Wow. I have a new personal YouTube channel for those that care and want more personal content, my life, what's going on with me, more lifestyle-y stuff that I feel like wouldn't fit on this podcast or channel. I will leave that link down below. It's Eden Lee Vlogs. I'm planning on doing more vlog style in the future, but I do announce some very crazy news on there. It's been really hard for me to film and to record the past little while because I have been not feeling my best. I am pregnant, for those that don't know. I did announce that on my personal YouTube channel. You can go ahead and see my pregnancy reveal announcements, my gender reveal, my engagement proposal. I mean, it's been a crazy year. Lots of new content going to come out, right, with this new chapter. Of course, it's not going to be just pregnancy related. All of that will be logged on my personal TikTok and on my personal YouTube channel. So this channel is going to stay as it has been: dating, sex, love, and life related advice, coaching, and tips and tricks that you guys like. If there's any more topics that you want me to discuss on this channel, leave them down below. And if not, I will see you guys back here very soon. Bye.